All right, you've made it to the second video. If you missed the first one, use the link below. Go back, watch that, learn your vocabulary, get your shopping list, get all your supplies ready, and then join me back here. All right, so you have all of your supplies laid out in front of you, and the first step is to hoop your fabric. Your embroidery hoop is essentially just the thing that's creating tension in your fabric so that you can stitch evenly and cleanly. The embroidery hoop is made up of two parts, an inner circle and an outer circle, and the outer circle has a screw top that creates tension and loosens or tightens the outer circle. You want to go ahead and unscrew the outer circle in order to loosen the outside hoop and just pop it right off. And then you take the inner circle and you put it down on the table. Then you're going to take your fabric and lay it over that circle. And now you've got your outer circle and you've got it loose and ready to go. And you're going to place it over the fabric and over the lower circle until it fits and your fabric is taut. You're going to tighten the screw until it becomes difficult to go any further. Give your fabric just a little pull to make sure that it's really taut. And then once you're certain that there are no wrinkles or crease lines in your fabric, you give it one more turn of the screw and you are good to go. Now your fabric is hooped and you are staring at a blank canvas. What do? So many options. Option number one, you take the magic pen and you draw or write whatever you want right onto that blank canvas. But what if you're not comfortable with that? Maybe you're not a great drawer, or you want to do something very specific. That's where patterns come into play. We love patterns. There are hundreds of thousands of free patterns on the internet. There's free patterns on my website, badasscrossstitch.com. There's free patterns at DMC, hundreds of them for you. Or you can search Etsy. There are hundreds of really talented people on there who are selling downloadable embroidery patterns, couple bucks, and then you can auto download them and start stitching right away. Okay, just one comment about patterns. If you are paying for or using somebody else's pattern, that's what they exist for. We love that. But copyright requires that you give them a shout out or acknowledge that that piece of art has been created using a pattern made by somebody else. It's just good form, spreading the love, showing the gratitude. So make sure that you honor the creator of each pattern if you use it. So first things first, if you're using a pattern, you need to get it from the paper onto your fabric. The easiest way to get a pattern onto your fabric is to simply trace it. And so all you need is a light source behind your pattern, and then you're going to lay your hoop fabric side down on top of the pattern with the backlighting. And if you're using a light enough fabric, you'll easily be able to see your pattern through the fabric. And that's when you use either a water-soluble pencil or your disappearing ink pen to trace the pattern onto your fabric. So I'm using a light board, which I got on Amazon for like 25 bucks. But the DIY method is to just tape the pattern to a window so that it's backlit, and then hold the hoop up against the window on top of the pattern and trace it that way. So vocabulary check, supplies check, pattern or art ready to go, hoop is taut. It's time to embroider. You made it. You're so close to being a needleworker. Click the link for the next video.